Navigating employment termination in Kenya can feel like walking through a legal minefield, where one wrong step can lead to costly disputes. Today, let's dive into the most common mistakes employers make, knowledge that is crucial for both employers and employees alike. First up is dismissing without cause. Imagine being let go from your job without any valid reason. It is not just frustrating, but it is also legally questionable. Employers need to have solid grounds for termination. Next, we have the failure to issue a notice to show cause letter. Picture this: you're suddenly faced with allegations of misconduct without any prior warning or chance to explain yourself. That is where a notice to show cause letter comes in. It gives employees the opportunity to respond before any disciplinary action is taken. Then there's the issue of verbally notifying employees of allegations against them. Imagine receiving serious accusations out of the blue without any written documentation to back them up. It is essential for notice to show cause letters to be provided in writing to ensure clarity and fairness. Moving on, we come to the failure to conduct disciplinary hearings. Every employee deserves a fair chance to defend themselves before facing termination. Skipping this crucial step could land employers in legal problems. Another common mistake is failing to prepare meeting minutes. Think of these minutes as the official record of what went down during the disciplinary hearing. Without them, it is just one person's word against another. And let's not forget about having unsigned meeting minutes. It is like having an important document, for example, a contract with no signature. It lacks credibility and could lead to disputes down the line. Next, there is the rash job of issuing a notice to show cause letter and conducting a disciplinary hearing on the same day. Imagine as an employee trying to prepare your defense in a matter of hours or minutes. It is hardly fair or reasonable. Then there's the issue of evidence, or rather, the lack thereof. Employees have the right to know what they're up against and to prepare a proper defense. For instance, if an employee is accused of embezzling employer funds, there should be substantive evidence to support this claim, and the same should be furnished to the employee before the disciplinary hearing. Without evidence, it is just an empty accusation. And speaking of evidence, springing it on employees at the last minute is a big no-no. Using the previous example of embezzlement of funds, such evidence cannot be presented for the first time during the disciplinary hearing. That will be deemed legally unfair. Moving on, we have the issue of verbal termination notices. Imagine being told you are fired in passing without any written confirmation. It is not just unprofessional, but it also lacks the clarity needed for legal purposes. All termination notices must be in writing. Lastly, inconsistency is a big no-no when it comes to termination notices. If the reason for termination does not match what was outlined in the notice to show cause letter, it could weaken the employer's position and invite legal challenges. By avoiding these common pitfalls, employers can navigate the termination process more smoothly while also ensuring fairness and respect for the employee's rights. If any of the above scenarios are proven, employees may have grounds to challenge the termination and seek legal recourse for unfair dismissal. If the case goes to court, employers could face penalties of up to the employee's 12-month salary in damages. The employee only needs to prove any of the mistakes discussed in this video occurred. Conversely, the employer must prove that none of these mistakes occurred. This places a significant burden of proof on the employer and shows the importance of proper procedure and documentation throughout the termination process. Navigating the complex termination process can be daunting for both employers and employees. It is crucial to seek legal guidance to ensure fairness and protect your rights, as the mistakes discussed in this video are not exhaustive. Remember, a lawyer can provide invaluable assistance in analyzing a specific situation and advising you on the best course of action.